Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into Salesforce Revenue Cloud Advanced and exploring how to supercharge your quoting process with product configuration rules. We'll walk through step by step how to create these rules, covering everything from setting up your rule library to defining complex conditions and actions. Whether you're a seasoned admin or just getting started, this video will help equip you with the knowledge to build powerful and effective product configurations. Let's get started. First, we need to create a rule library. This is where your configuration rules will live and run. Navigate to the app launcher and search for Rules Library. Click New. Name your rule library. In this case, we've created a product configuration rule. You'll want to make sure that you include the context definition of your first default version. So you might need to go and take a look at your pricing procedure to see what your current default version is. And then lastly, this will be a configurator usage type. This is important to have set up and will be required as we move into the next steps. One additional element to rule libraries is making sure that your version is active. So once you've created your rule library, you can enter into the rule library itself and you'll see a related rule library versions. In this case, you should just see one version available with your context definition. You'll want to make sure that this is active. In order to do that, you'll click into the library version itself and there will be an activate button. In this case, this one has already been activated. This is crucial in the next steps to help prevent errors when creating a product configuration. The last piece is to make sure that Revenue Cloud is set up to handle product configuration rules. You will do this by navigating to the revenue settings in Setup and scrolling down to Set up configuration rules. Make sure that this is enabled. This will allow you to generate product configuration rules and allow them to be handled within Revenue Cloud. Now that everything's set up, let's create a product configuration rule. Navigate to the Product Catalog Management app. We're going to create a new product configuration rule. Click New in the top right corner. You'll first be given some rule details information. In this case, we're going to do a set storage limit. We're going to have this begin at the beginning of the month, but again, you can control when these configuration rules will apply. If you do not set an end date, it will continue to run until that end date is set. In this case, we're going to go ahead and start it as a draft with a sequence of 1. We'll go and click Next, and now we get into our rule criteria section. We'll have our scope details, our conditions, and then actions. In this case, this is going to be specific to a product. You can have it apply to a bundle or a transaction. Within this product, we're going to choose a specific product we want this to apply to. We're going to make sure that it equals, and we're going to choose the subscription software service product. We're going to add a specific attribute. In this case, we want the storage to be based off of the plan type. So if the plan type equals enterprise, we will then choose the action that will be applied. So in this case, we're going to set a specific attribute. In this case, the attribute will be storage limit. Storage limit equals 1 terabyte for enterprise plans. Over here, you can also choose whether or not these can be changed. So in this case, I'm going to lock. So as soon as it's changed, they cannot modify. You can also have a informational message that can be shared when this action is applied. I'm going to go ahead and skip that for now. You can also add multiple actions to your rule. Once this is all set up, you can click Save, and now you have your first configuration rule. Now that we have this product configuration rule set up for set storage limit, let's look at how we can modify it. We'll need to come in here to Edit Rule, You can then come in and adjust the items that were set before and all of the information here. I'm going to go ahead and change the status here to active. Now let's see this product configuration in action. I've created a quote here. We're going to go ahead and choose browse catalogs. Our product that we configured is within the service catalog. We'll click cloud services and subscription software service. So if I navigate to the configuration of this product, I will see that currently our storage limit is 100 gigs. If we go ahead and change this to enterprise, we'll see that our storage limit is then changed to 100 terabytes, and we cannot change this. Before we wrap up, let's cover some crucial considerations. First, your context definition is vital for defining the data source. Make sure your rules are active to execute. Remember, sequence matters for rule execution. Make sure you organize them appropriately. Product qualification depends on category qualification. And always validate your rules after catalog changes to maintain integrity. And there you have it. You've now learned how to create a product configuration rule in Salesforce Revenue Cloud Advanced. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more Revenue Cloud tutorials. Don't forget to leave a comment below with any questions or other Revenue Cloud topics you would like us to cover. Thanks for watching.